Welcome to 0 to 60.
I'm Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 60 Football Academy and 60 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of football.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We are at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much.
All right. 0 to 60. We're rolling. Happy Monday. Welcome to 0 to 60. I'm your host, Matt McChesney, here on the Bleed Network. Remember, you can go on and subscribe and like everything on YouTube, on Twitch. Twitch is kind of a piece of shit, but you never know. And you can become a member of the Dungeon family for $2.99. We have a lot to talk about here today on 0 to 60, mostly just buffs because that's all we fucking talk about ever. So Bailey's going to pay some bills and we'll get this rolling on 0 to 60 Monday edition.
All right, let's pay some bills on this fine Monday. This show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything online sports betting. Right now, you can receive a 50% free bet of up to $250 on your first deposit to bet on anything from the Olympics to baseball to Formula One, and the NFL is coming right up. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads while the games are being played. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slot games. Head out to the website today and get on the action. Use promo code BLEAV, BLEAV, for your 50% free bet credit on your first deposit of up to $250. Bet online, the game starts here, and we roll. Matt, how you doing on this Monday?
Okay, it is what it is. It's another Monday, another day down, so let's get going, and we got a lot to talk about here today, and I'm sure this won't be negative in any way, shape, or form.
No, let's start out with some positivity, actually. So on Friday was Coach Prime's birthday, and he was, kind of sung a song, and he gave a little speech to his team. Take a listen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Coach. Happy birthday to you.
My wish is that you all become professionals, not just professional athletes, but professionals. You become wonderful fathers, wonderful men, wonderful women as well. But you soar to the heights that you want to soar to, that your work ethic would allow you to go to this season. Amen. So that's on you to win.
Yes,
Happy birthday, Coach Prime!
Matt, your thoughts on that and Coach Prime's 57th birthday?
Yeah, happy birthday. A cake at practice, cool. Nice speech. I mean, I hope that everybody goes and be professionals and everything's great also, but wishing one hand shit in the other one and see which one fills up faster. But at the same time, it's good, positive message, and happy birthday. And yeah, that's good. Happy birthday, Coach.
We got a super chat from the Caped Crusaders saying, it's sad and insane the amount of hate Colorado gets. Calling it now their opener against NDSU is going to break ESPN viewing records because the haters will be tuned in hoping / praying for Colorado to lose. Matt, your thoughts? And thank you for the 10 minutes.
Yeah, thanks for the donation. We appreciate it, brother. Thanks for watching. Look, everybody wants CU to lose right now. Everybody's clamoring to find anything to rub in their face. It's just hateration everywhere you turn. Everyone's talking shit. I can't remember the name of the quarterback, but he does a podcast. Just had Chad Brown on talking about how, Chad he was asking Chad this, not to throw Chad under the bus, but how, CU's ruined, or Dion has ruined Colorado's culture and community, which I don't know where the fuck he's getting that from. Like, I'm just, look, man, I'm not even involved with it and I'm over it. I'm just tired of it. So it's just this whole press conference and the whole fucking, this guy can answer questions, that guy can't. This guy's welcome, this guy's not. Like, it's, I feel bad for Coach, bro. Like, this is getting fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, no doubt. And so let's dive into this Buffs Media Day thing. So Sean Keeler, I believe his name, is a Denver reporter. He went on and him and Prime had a little spat. But before I show this, I want to show this recording of Keeler talking about the Colorado coaching staff. Take a listen.
Says they have 8-9 win talent. Yes, they do. They do on paper. I think they have a 4 and 5 win coaching staff, and I hope they prove me wrong. So let's do the math on that one. That comes out to about 7 and 5, doesn't it? I think if you split the difference there, there's a way to get there. And I liked that Dion has gone from saying on, or maybe it depends on who he talks to, and he goes on Fox Sports 1 and says, we'll be in the playoff. We're a playoff team. In a spring game, he looked at what he had there and said, I'm going to tell our super fan, Miss Peggy, we're going to get you to a bowl. We're going to get there. We're going to make that work. So we're moving the goalpost just a little, but I do think the bowl goalpost is more than fair for what they've got, but they've got to navigate a really, I'm going to say tricky, but an interesting September if you pull that up. Because
Matt, your thoughts on his comments about a month ago?
I mean, look, I guess I would take 7 and 5 if that's, I mean, it's better than 4 and 8.
Right.
I know Sean. I don't think he means to be as short-sighted as he is. I don't think he can help himself. And this is my thing. Like, I don't think that these guys can help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they're so fucking scared and intimidated about what Coach Prime represents and who he is and what's in Boulder that they just can't fucking help themselves. So even when they try not to hate and sound like fucking idiots, they do. So, like, I'm just going to say this right off the bat too. I've gotten a lot of grief for like being a hater, right? And there's a lot of people who think that I'm the bad guy. Do you see now what Coach Prime does to the guys he doesn't like? You stupid motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. He isolates them and points them out and lets it be known that everyone shouldn't like them. Has he ever done that to me, or is he doing interviews with me and meeting with me and talking to me and like, yeah, exactly. So this is why I can't take a lot of this stupid bullshit that I hear from all these fucking fanboys seriously. So that is what Coach Prime does to people he doesn't like. He's not talking to CBS. I don't know what CBS did, but they did something. He's not talking to Sean. And look, Sean has been a fucking hater since Prime showed up. You can look, I'm all about criticizing constructively what we see on tape. Mm-hmm. The UCLA game, I was really hard on them there. The Arizona game, I was hard on them there. I thought they could have finished. Mm-hmm. The Oregon State game, I was hard on them there about the timeout before halftime that gave Oregon State a touchdown. We lost by 1 score. Look, there's nothing wrong with constructively criticizing the on-field stuff. This is all off-the-field bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's all about community and culture and like the Alton Sports magazine article, which all these stupid motherfuckers roll with. I mean, I've gotten to the point here where like, show me something that you can criticize from a perspective of player development, putting his guys in position to go to the NFL, recruiting top-tier talent, going from 1 win to 3 wins, which if you translate that, he should double or, get better. So 7-8 wins this year with better talent, recruiting the shit out of the next generation, constantly being a positive fucking beacon of light in the community, doing anything for anyone at any time, never being super vindictive, but then defending himself. This is what pisses me off. He defends himself 1 fucking time, and all of a sudden Coach Prime's the bad guy. I mean, are you guys fucking serious with this shit? Like, Coach Prime's the bad guy now because he says, you know what you did, Sean. You've been talking shit since I got the job. I don't want to give you the time of day. This is my opportunity now to make you feel like you make everyone else feel in this room.
Yeah.
So, and CBS, I don't know what CBS did. I'm sure somebody will fucking tell us.
We'll
But
talk about it, yeah.
you know, CBS, if he doesn't want to talk to you, he doesn't have to fucking talk to you.
True.
Like that, his power to isolate them is what comes with being the head coach. If I've seen Mike Dick do this to people, I've seen Urban Meyer do this to people. I saw Gary Barnett back in the day do this to certain reporters who were just talking shit and like didn't have any basis behind what they were talking about.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not saying that Sean Keeler is a bad reporter. I'm saying that this situation has painted him in a very negative light because of his opinion about what's going on in Boulder. And people are going to respond to that in a certain way, Sean. And that's just a fact.
Yeah, let's go ahead and show the actual interaction so people can kind of understand.
Coach Sean Keeler, the Denver Post. Happy summer, my man.
You don't like us. Why do you do this to yourself?
Come on.
You
No,
don't like us.
Mark likes me, by the way. Yeah, Mark said he likes me. So that's one.
No. Why do you do this, though?
Well, fucking jokes. Yeah, let's
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Why do you do this? Like, you know you don't. Like, why do you do
No,
this?
it's not that. Football question. Football
No,
question.
why do you do, like, it would be hard for me to really engage in someone I don't like or something I don't like. I'm just asking why. Like, why?
Gotta pay
What did
bills.
I do?
You didn't do anything. It's not about, this is a
But
football
why?
question.
I'm asking you why.
Yeah, you can answer, that, that's
Okay,
not
answer
your
me.
business.
Why? Because you want me to answer you. So
Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fair.
Why?
Why? Because I have
Give me your
questions.
why.
What's your why? What do you want to know?
Why do you always on attack? Like, what did we do?
Where am I on attack today? Where am I on attack?
Oh,
I'm not.
not today. You're not on the attack. Where am I
Yeah,
on the
that's-
attack today? Like,
You,
Sean,
you said he had a 4-win coach. Like, you know, he's been taking shots clearly, and I respect Dion for the way he responded. I think that, you know, if you don't do that, you kind of just allow people to walk all over you. And, you know, I feel like Coach Prime is genuine in the fact that he'll call it out. How do you feel?
well, I just love how all the media now is on the media side.
Yeah. That's
Like all the sports talk shows, all the fucking everything, every fucking ESPN show, nobody's defending Prime. I haven't heard anybody defend him. It's ridiculous. All the media, everybody, well, he needs to be more professional and he can't do that to the media. But the media can just say whatever the fuck they want, whenever they fucking want, make up shit, point fingers, talk about Grand Theft Auto and Boulder, like pretty much just be the biggest fucking dummies on earth and just make shit up. And that's, I don't know why the sports media is any different from the regular media that just makes shit up on the fucking daily basis anyway. So it's just, if you really expect this man not to clap back when he has this kind of platform, again, Sean Keeler, let me fucking be blunt. That's Deion Sanders, dude. That's not fucking Carl Durrell. It's not Mel Tucker. That's not Coach Mack Part 2. That's not Coach Hawkins. That's not Coach Embry. It's not Coach Barnett, who I love in the door. It's not Coach Mack Part 1. It's not Coach Neuheisel. That's Deion fucking Sanders. Put some respect on his name when you talk to him. He's bigger than just a coach. Period. And the local media, the national media that doesn't get this, you just sound fucking stupid. He doesn't have to go and abide by the same rules you do. He doesn't play the game the same way you do. Like Herm Edwards told me this a long time ago. We're all equal, but we ain't the fucking same. We're all equal, but he ain't the same. So stop acting like he needs to play by the same rules you do. So put some respect on his name, show him some respect, and he will in turn show you a ton. I always say this, and I truly believe it. The power of Coach Prime is how he makes you feel, not like when you're talking to him. He makes you feel special, or he can isolate you and make you feel infantile, like Sean does today, I'm sure. And I'm sure that I'm going to get a DM from Sean like I'm the fucking dick because I'm not in here with the National Writers Guild fucking Writers Union. I'm not in the fucking media's corner, dog. I wasn't in the corporate media's corner at Altitude Sports and that fuck show. I wasn't in the corporate media's corner over at fucking 103.5 when back in the day when I was with them. I think everybody's trying to censor what you say, fucking point you in the direction that they want the narrative to go. You can't tell the truth. You can't criticize. You can't fucking do anything. Everything's about the Bills. Well, on this show, we don't do that shit. On JB's show, we don't do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get truth. You may not like what JB has to say either. Again, try and take your fan glasses off every now and then. But I'm telling you, man, the born media that never fucking played, and like, look, you don't have to play to have your opinion be valid, but at the same time, holy shit, man, if everything you write is just negative, and you can't find the silver lining in Travis Hunter being the best player in the country, Shedeur Sanders going number 1 overall potentially, a totally revamped kick-ass offensive line that looks like they've really figured it out and they have some depth. Nobody talked about bringing in Cardell Thomas, the big fucking guard center from LSU that I've trained that's a really good player. Nobody brought that up. There's a positive thing. More depth in the offensive line. You know, we're not talking about Coach Lodeholt coming in and revamping the O-line and getting them right and in the right direction. The importance of you got a 4-win coaching staff, huh? Damian Lewis, first fucking rounder, the U. Warren Sapp, gold jacket, Hall of Famer, the U. Deion Sanders is your fucking head coach, dummy. You've got an ex-head coach in the NFL as an OC. I think that's a pretty good fucking fit. I mean, come on, dog. You got an ex-offensive lineman in the NFL that reset the tackle market at right tackle for money-wise, leading your offensive line now and recruiting good players at that position again. Mm-hmm. And you've got a 4-win coaching staff. Maybe you're just blinded by the fact that you're a fucking hater. Period.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, where do they come up with this shit? Look, I understand if it's CU back in the day when they're trying to figure out everything in the Pac-12 and they're getting their ass kicked and they don't have any talent at the skill positions. I get it. But, Sean, do you not see what they have on paper? You're there covering the team, dog, and you don't see this? And you're just out there hating? And you expect us to take you fucking seriously? Look, man, look. North Dakota State, Nebraska, and CSU, it's not just Colorado against those teams. It's Colorado against everybody. That's who we're just playing that day. Mm-hmm. Right now, this is Colorado against everybody, bro. If you're not with us, you're against us. It's true shoulder-to-shoulder shit right now. This is fucking ridiculous. Whether it's coming from CSU and their fan base, the head coach, the brother, the fucking mom, the wife of Jay Norvell, whether it's coming from that corner or the own writers in your own state or national media or Alton Sports or God knows where else, it's coming from every fucking corner. Now, there's a difference between constructively criticizing something you see as a coach, football terms, and just attacking the fuck out of everyone all the time. So I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised if they just fucking, just rally the goddamn troops and just build a circle and like, fuck you, you don't get to come in anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, he's there covering it is the most ironic part. I don't know what he's looking at when he says that. I think
you're going to go 3-9, motherfucker. Look, Daryl Hopkins, you obviously haven't fucking looked at the schedule, and yeah, they're going to go 3-9, bro. Cool. Keep talking shit, homie. I'm glad you're watching the show. You should, again, just like Coach Prime said. I love all you fucking haters.
He's talking about that guy, but I think he's talking about I think he's like saying he's really going to say that 3-9.
Well, yeah, for real, like even that pisses me off seeing 3-9. Sorry, Daryl. But again, to the haters out here, why are you watching? If you have so much discontent for what we do, why the fuck are you watching? Take a page out of Prime's book and fuck off. And go watch something that that you like rather than something you just want to hate on.
Yeah, true. And we got 525. Who knows? I mean, haters or not. I mean, y'all watching.
I don't give a fuck. Next topic.
Let's move forward. So Prime versus CBS. So from what I can understand, CBS has ranked Prime 15 out of 16 in terms of rankings as Big 12 coaches. And before we even dive into this, I know there's something about Shiloh. CBS has said, I'm going to focus on this. It seems to be this is what social media is saying.
Are they fucking high off their ass?
Matt, you're
telling me Coach Prime's not a better fucking coach than Willie Fritz at Houston?
He just got that job.
I mean, come on, dog. Neil Brown at West Virginia? Like, what are they saying? They're better coaches? Well, coaching encompassing everything. Yeah. You can't. 15? This is what I'm talking about, dog. 15 out of 16? This is fucking ridiculous. Why don't you just grab nuclear fucking fuel and pour it on Boulder, Colorado? All you're doing is pissing everyone off even more. 15th CBS, and you wonder why they don't want to talk to you. I wouldn't want to talk to you either. Fuck you. 15th out of 16.
Yeah.
CBSSports.com. Oh, it's the national. Didn't they say it's the national ranking? Isn't that what they said? It's not the local. Well, fucking local, national.
The national rankings were not great either. I think they had him at like 60 something or something. Like I don't.
16th out of 17th in the fucking conference.
No, I'm saying like the national rankings for coaches. I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at the fucking list in front of us, homie. 16 out of 17 in the conference is fucking good.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous
too. But let's go ahead and show what Prime actually said to CBS Denver.
Didn't he just beat Dykes last year in a game?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they've got the number 1 pick in the country or in the NFL draft next year, and Travis Hunter and all these other fucking. Just keep acting like they're not going to fucking be any good. Everyone, keep it up.
That's the end of that question, I guess. Next guy.
Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado.
CBS,
Tyler,
I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question.
Joe Rigo, Mile High
Ain't got nothing to
Sports
do with
Radio.
you. This is above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
I'm here in Denver, not national.
You are who you are.
God, dude, all these
CBS is
people
CBS.
are just such fucking idiots.
Joe
Ain't got
Rigo, Mile
nothing
High
to do with
Sports.
you. I respect
haters
you.
everywhere,
That's why I told you that.
bro. We
Look you in
appreciate
the eyes,
those of
man.
you that
I
are
respect you. I got
supporting.
love for you. But what they did was foul.
Matt, your thoughts on Prime's comments there?
Look, I think what they did about Shiloh was foul.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as Alton Sports.
Yeah.
It's not fucking picking up the phone and talking to someone involved and making, like, actually doing your fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't understand how you can be in the media and do this. You can't. You have credentials. You have the ability to get information out of people that most people won't give. And yet you still do this? Really? This? So I'm just, look, the media is a fucking joke, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just such a joke. I don't think it's real hard to get one of those jobs, and it's damn sure ain't hard to keep it because you don't have to fucking know what you're talking about at all. You can just, as long as you know how to type 50 words a minute, you can fucking get a job.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, CBS, Alton Sports, fucking the dude that put old boy on, what was it, Dan Levitar, whether it's, like, I'm trying to find this ex-quarterback dude that was just interviewing Chad Brown about what he was saying, the culture is foul at CU. I can't find it. Here it is. It's Outkick Sports. I can't remember the name of this guy. I'm going to send this to you right now, Bailey. See if you can fucking find that. Right. And like, he's putting my boy Chad on blast, and Chad's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to say about the culture community, trying to get a fucking bite out of him. Mm-hmm. I guess my question to everybody is, why do you want him to fail so bad? Like, why? Is it just the Colorado thing? Is it like you just hate CU and then he went there and it's like we're just gonna hate double time now? If he was at Florida State, do you think people would still hate on him the same way? Right? Would they? I don't know why. Why is everyone so fucking mad that Coach Prime has his own pocket of football in Boulder? Why? Why is that such a problem? Why is it such a problem who he hires? Why is it such a problem the way they do things? Why is it such a problem that they have names, that social media names on the back of their jerseys? Why is everything such an issue with everyone? It's never football related, dog. I try and keep my beefs to football. I don't really, all the other shit, I don't have a problem with it all. I think it's awesome. Mm-hmm. I just don't get it. Like, are you just so old and so fucking white and such an asshole that you can't just accept anything fucking different, you old cracker motherfuckers? What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah. And I mean, if I had to guess, it's jealousy. I swear it's jealousy because Deion seems to turn everything successful. Like, I mean, you go look at his track record. He seems to turn everything successful. And I mean, one of the greatest athletes to live on this planet.
He won 4 games in Division I. Bobby, again, it's his first year in Division I. He increased by 3. He's got elite players at skill positions. He revamped the offensive and defensive lines. Again, who do you root for, Bob? Are you just mad at Prime because he's Prime and you're not? Again, more fucking hate, more vitriol,
Bobby,
more bullshit, dude. You can't see that. You can't see it. It's okay.
You just helping us. You should just stop
It's
talking.
okay. Look, man. Look,
You
even if they don't win every game, which they're not going to, even if they stub their toe, which they're going to, there's a lot of fucking ups and downs in the football season. To act like they're not going to be massively improved, and they're not already fucking way better, it's just unbelievable. So all the fucking haters out here, man, you just sound stupid at this point. You're just dumb. At what point in Coach's prime life has he ever really lost? He doesn't do it. So listen to this fucking bullshit. I can't remember what this guy's name is, but I know Chad Brown, and I almost feel bad for Chad that he had to listen to this guy.
Take a listen.
All the rage. As an alumni, where are you at with where Deion Sanders has the program? Obviously, report came out. And, look, I coached for 30 years. I'm always skeptical of reports, particularly from there's certain sources I just don't buy. But, hey, I don't know. Where are you at with what's going on in Colorado with Deion Sanders?
Yeah, I cannot, deny or verify the veracity of that report in Athlon.
Right.
But Coach Prime has talked about a number of times in press conferences, culture. What's this culture word you guys use? I'm not sure what culture means. And I'm like, okay, number one, you do know what culture means. And number two, if your program doesn't have a culture, then it allows what is in that article to be a possibility. When I was a Colorado Buffalo, certainly there was a transition time when Coach McCartney became the head coach, and before the Boulder community was going to be accepting of these athletes coming from inner city places and around the country and adapting to life in Boulder. It was a bit of a tricky process with that. But within a year or two, that process was smoothed out. And then we became a championship team, and our culture raised to a level where sometimes we would bring recruits in, and it was our responsibility as players to go to the coaches recruiting these kids and say, I don't think this guy's going to fit our culture. This guy's talking about drugs. This guy's talking about guns, whatever the case may be. So when you see these kind of things being reported, and typically if there's a report, it may not always be true, but there's some truth to this. There was a recruit who was on a video conference call with Coach Prime, and there was a gun on the table behind him. So there is something to that. And when you bring in a band of mercenaries, which is what Coach Prime has done the last 2 seasons, that sets up the possibility of there being less than savory characters in that locker room who are there for maybe not the right reasons. So again, I can't say whether this report is 100% true. I think there probably is some truth to that. But the way that Coach Prime has built this roster with all these guys from different places who were unhappy wherever they were and try to bring them and turn them into a football team, well, at this point, you've got a band of mercenaries if you haven't made a strong culture for everyone to get in and understand and how they're supposed to behave as Colorado Buffaloes.
All right, now I don't agree with the question, and I don't agree with the answer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think the question is ridiculous, and I think Chad's answer is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I mean, I look, the mercenary aspect and like Coach Prime having a gun. You can have guns in this country. Yeah. I have a fucking gun in my safe right here. Yeah. I can pull it out and fucking look at it. No one can do shit. Mm-hmm. I just like, what the fuck, man? Why? Again, you have the opportunity to defend, and you take a shot. Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Like this guy's saying that the culture is bad because of what? Because it makes his old white ass fucking like nervous. Let's just call it what it is. The white guys are nervous, so the culture's bad. That's what I thought. Oh, and the white guys are nervous, so they're mercenaries with guns and they're disgruntled. That's what I thought. So I am it's coming from every angle. It's coming in-house now, dog. Like, I love Chad Brown. He's my homie, but, bro, like, not every kid up there's a merc with a bad attitude that just didn't – that's not what he recruited. And it's also not what's in the transfer portal. I'm tired of this narrative. I deal with these guys every day, bro. Mm-hmm. That's not true. These fucking kids are just looking for opportunity. It's college free agency. Give me a fucking break, dog. This, oh my God, they're even brainwashing Chad. I don't even know what to say anymore, dog. Like, I love CB with all my heart, but that you had an opportunity to just dunk this motherfucker, and you threw him an oop.
That's what I don't understand is the negative connotation of players transferring, especially when it's legal now. This is what we all wanted. So now every player has a negative connotation to it. Every former player or former teammate of mine that has transferred, they're good people. They aren't like
all these kids that transfer every year, they're not fucking mercenaries with fucking problems that are disgruntled.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids aren't the ones that CU's trying to bring in to surround Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter and Charlie and fucking Brown and all these other fucking cats that either came with Prime or were there before. They're not trying to put Woods with some turd. Is the turd going to help build the fucking program in Boulder? No. So I'm just, God damn it. This is fucking ridiculous. It's played out. All you fucking tight-ass white people that have a problem with all this shit all the time. You're the fucking problem, not them. Not the fucking guys in Boulder trying to rebuild the program and fucking do things right and fucking carry on with a little bit of fucking, with a little bit of swag. Oh my God, no swag. This isn't a fucking golfing fucking game, dog. I'm tired of this shit. Either fucking support and get behind us or fuck off and go root for someone else. But all this like fear that is driven by your fucking powdery ass bullshit is just simply that. It's your suburban white fucking fear of what could happen. Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. I'm over it.
People are scared, man. Let's go. Before we move forward here, we got 680 people in here. If you're watching, go ahead and become a member. Man, I can't thank you all enough for tuning in. Let's look at some super chats that have come in here. FPSD said, Coach Prime started off the same in Jackson. What he did there will happen in Boulder. Can't wait to see it.
It just takes longer. The competition level's better. It takes longer in Boulder and at the Division I level to rebuild than it does at that level. But I agree with you.
Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. East Coast Kev says, to all the trolls and gremlins saying 4-8, Vegas has the over-under at 5.5. Unless you're willing to put your money up, shut the fuck up. Yeah, facts. And
facts.
5.5. Let's be real. Are we serious with this? Like,
I mean, look, I think their basement is 6 or 7, and I think their ceiling is like 9, 10, 11. And I really think that if you don't think that they have that kind of potential, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You're stupid. They have to live to their potential. But just saying that they're going to be the same as last year's team is not true. It's not the same team, guys. Everybody, you've got to open your eyeballs and stop fucking making decisions with, like, you ever heard, like, your dad ever say, don't think with your little head? Everyone's thinking with their little head right now. Stop what, like, oh, you smelled some good old pussy and you wanted a piece of it. Nope.
For those who think that this is the same 4-8 team, okay, let me tell you something. They've brought in 40 kids and they've lost 40 kids. This ain't the same team. It isn't. So don't, like, this 4-8 stuff kind of is frustrating because you guys don't even want to look. You guys want to pull up stats. Oh, they're 4-8, blah, 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 blah. But you don't want to look at the stats of this ain't the same team either. I'm sick of hearing it. Oh, man. All right. So let's move forward here. So Deion Sanders versus Pittsburgh head coach Pat Narduzzi. So last offseason, this kind of came out from Pat Narduzzi. I'll read it. When you become a head coach, you inherit that team and you coach that team. If someone wants to leave, that's great. You don't kick them out. I disagree with that whole process. That's not why I got in the game. So before I even get into Deion's comments on Narduzzi or whatever, what do you think of this?
Well, this was last year.
Yeah.
But again, this is not the way college football operates anymore. I think it's ridiculous and we need to move on because this is not the way it operates. And Pittsburgh going out in the transfer portal and got a bunch of players. Everybody did. That's the way this works. The transfer portal is part of college football. It's college free agency. I'm sorry that all you fucking old heads don't like it. And everybody's got a problem with fucking kids getting paid and actually having a little bit of power. But the reason college football was such a shit show for so long in this regard is because of motherfuckers like this and all the old heads that don't like kids having power or getting paid. You just like the ability to fucking step on them and to control them rather than actually help them become financially fucking free and use the game of football to actually achieve their goals rather than just helping the kids achieve your motherfucking goals as a coach while you're getting paid and broke off while they're fucking watching and struggling and not making shit, and their earning potential is 18 to 22, and then they don't get to play in the league because they got hurt or some other fucking reason, or it's really fucking hard, but they were ballers in college. And I don't know how many guys are like that. Jason Light won the fucking Heisman, and he didn't play in the NFL. You think he maybe could have made some money in Oklahoma when he was, I don't know, winning the fucking Heisman? All I'm saying is, like, everybody that has a problem with this shit, and Narduzzi and on, you're the fucking problem, not the new era that we're moving into. You're actually the problem, homie.
So this was said last offseason by Narduzzi, and Coach Prime clapped back this weekend at Buffs Media Day saying this. Take a listen.
First of all, I want to digress a bit and thank the head coach from Pittsburgh for really preparing those young men for us. He did a great job. I love those two young men. They're really great players, and they're going to be pros. And I heard that someone took a shot at one of them verbally. So Mr. Hayes just wanted me to make sure I add that in for him. But thank you, Pittsburgh. I appreciate everything. God bless you.
Matt, your thoughts on that?
I think he's correct. Thank you for supplying us with a really good player. I mean, he's talking about Green, right?
Mm-hmm. He's talking about Hayes. Dan Hayes.
Hayes is the defensive end from Pitt, right?
Huh? Yeah, they're both DNs. They got two DNs.
Yeah, they got the two DNs from Pitt. And then the Green kid came from where?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember either. But yeah, both of them are ballers. Hayes is a really good player. So we needed good defensive linemen. We went and got good defensive linemen. See, this is the thing, Pitt and Narduzzi. If you can't keep your own players happy, somebody else will. Just like Dylan Edwards wasn't happy at CU. Kansas State made him happy, and he went there. That's the way this works. Not every kid that moves is a turd. Not everybody's a mercenary. Not everybody's a drug dealer or fucking gun dealer or fucking all this other bullshit that all these old fucking scared white guys want to come up with. Just, come on. Just because you lost two kids, instead of throwing them under the bus, why don't you say, man, we really got a lot out of those two defensive ends. They were really good players for us here at Pitt. I wish them nothing but the best. I think Coach Prime's going to get two really good players. But no, it's got to be vindictive and bullshit. And I like that Coach Prime's clapping back at him a whole year later.
Yeah, I know. I think that's great.
He came out of a year later. He's like he's been fucking saving that one. It's in the old ammo fort.
This was like last April or something. This is a while ago. Last April or May, I think, of 2023.
God damn, dog. He remembers everything.
Receipts. Gotta love receipts.
Hey, we got 750 eyes in here. Every one of you should hit the like button or you should fuck off.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, hit the like button. Become a member. Only $2.99. Become a member of the Dungeon family here at 0 to 60. The best $2.99 you ever spent in your life, man. Yeah.
Yes, one of these days we will have swag up that you can buy. I just have no idea when that's going to happen.
Very soon, before the season, so stay tuned. So let's move forward here. So speaking of the defense, right? Deion was talking about the defense. He had high praise for him, and he said he's very impressed with their performance in fall camp. Take a listen.
DNVR. Just curious, we know about Travis and Shador, and those guys are balling, but any players that maybe don't have as much fanfare around them that have really stood out to you this camp?
The defense is coming, man. These young men is probably 6 pass rushers there that's going to get home to the quarterback. I'm talking about from the outside, but from the inside, these guys are handling their jobs. I mean, I have to name all of them because these guys are really taking care of their business. And Big Quan, he's just coming back. Barnes, he's just coming back from an injury. He's trying to get back together. But Bentley has stepped it up tremendously. Trevor is 224 pounds right now. These guys are really performing well. I love what I'm seeing on the defensive side of the ball. I love the coordination of everything from Coach Livingston. I wish we could push fast forward because I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to play.
And Deion sounds ready to go.
Once again,
Trevor Woods, Bentley, and others. Your thoughts?
Once again, they went and got quality defensive linemen. They beefed up the linebackers. Bentley and Woods were both there last year and were actually pretty damn good. I love Woods. I think he is a pro, like Coach said. I think Bentley's a pro too. Bentley's a draft pick. Woods is a special teams guy. The secondary is elite. And miss me with all this bullshit. The secondary is maybe the best secondary in college football. And to put that on the other side of things, they have to go against an extremely talented offensive skill set and a good offensive line every day in practice, and the number one pick at quarterback. Because unless they fall off a fucking mountain or a cliff, Shador is going in number one, period. He's going to fucking ball out.
Number one.
I think Shador's going number one, dog.
Wow.
I think the Cowboys are going to find a way to trade Dak, move up, even if they're good, and draft Shador. And I said this a year ago, and there was a fucking report that came out today that talking about how Jerry Jones loves this. I got so much shit. You remember how much shit I got for that?
Yes.
I got fucking shit on left and right for that. And I was like, I guarantee you this happens, folks. And now there's fucking reports how he's the apple of his eye and he loves him and he'll do anything to get him. Well, I'm sorry that I fucking know more than all of you idiots. Just listen. So, look, when you're this good and you went through shit last year, I was on a 3-8 team my freshman year. The entire team came back the next year, okay? They have a ton of starters returning. Even though they revamped positions, they still have a lot. They have a ton of guys returning with experience that played last year, a ton. Zelinkus, Woods, Bentley, Hunter, Shador, Horn. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. They got Brown coming back off the bench. He was there last year. He didn't play, but he was there and watched and experienced all that shit. Yeah. So they have all these guys coming back that had to eat shit last year, and you ignite that with all these new dudes that weren't there, and all of a sudden you go, well, we know what it takes to go 4-8, 6 games by 1 score. Well, now I don't know how many times I've heard Joel Klatt say this, but it's lose big, lose small, win big. That's the way college football works. Well, they eliminated the lose big part. They immediately started on lose small. Well, the next part of this is win small, win big.
Mm-hmm.
So over the next fucking season coming up, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see them win close games and then start blowing people the fuck out once they figure this out, bro. They're too good not to.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And man, I think their defense is going to be legit. I think Woods and Bentley, and like you mentioned, Bentley's a draft pick. He's a hell of a player. He's returning from last year. Woods is obviously 225.
Yes, I think Woods is an NFL player. Just like Brady Russell, who's catching touchdowns for the Seahawks last night, who was undrafted. Yeah. Brady can do anything and everything for that team. It doesn't matter where he was drafted. He plays all the special teams. He plays the Y. He plays fullback. He does everything. Well, it's very similar to what Woods will do. Woods will come in and play all the special teams and be a defensive guy in practice that you can rely on, somebody that's always there. He's available. He's reliable. That's what they're looking for in the NFL. He reminds me a ton of Chad Muma. I've said this in the past. Muma's a kid from Legend that plays for Jacksonville now, went to Wyoming, proud Dungeon family guy. But look, it's not so much well, this guy's a first rounder and that's all that's in the NFL. Max Crosby went in the 5th round, dog. Like there's the majority of the National Football League is developmental guys. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So, when you have, and then that's the beauty in full circle here as we hit 800. Oh, we were almost at 800 and then we dropped the bastards. It's kind of my point here when we get to the season and you surround elite talent with developmental talent that you developed. Mm-hmm. I've seen it happen too many times. I saw it in 2015 where CU lost a ton of close games. They had a bunch of guys coming back from that team, won the South, nationally ranked, played for the Pac-12. Okay? Very good team with NFL players on it. All right? Now, you can say whatever you want, but those same NFL players were on the team the year before and struggled. Chidera, okay, Phil, like all those cats, Tupou, like all those guys that are still playing in the NFL, all right? All those cats, all right? So then you go now this last year, you have a bunch of NFL talent that struggled and lost 6 games by 1 score. Well, now they're all coming back, and they know what it's like to eat shit, and they don't like that taste.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, every it goes in cycles. Now they're a year older and more experienced, where other teams are rebuilding or reloading. Not everybody's fucking Alabama and Georgia and shit. You can't just fucking reclip.
Yeah.
So again, like, how many NFL, like, solidified NFL players right now on the offensive side of the ball can you name? Seaton, Brown, Myers, Shador, Horn, Hayden.
Yeah.
That's fucking 7 guys off the top of my head. I'm not even thinking about it really. And you're telling me they're not going to win? Get the fuck out of here, dog. We're not talking about like the We're going to talk about the Broncos tomorrow. Bo Nix and how good he looked last night. He fucking killed it, chopped up the Colts. But like, this isn't the NFL where you come in and you got to like rebuild. And sometimes you don't have to, CJ Stroud, but most times you do.
Yeah.
All right. This is college football where you can just reload. 803. Fuck.
Yeah. Become a member of the Dungeon family for only $2.99, man. We can't thank you all enough for watching here. Let's move forward. Dion was addressing the team, and so I'm sure you've experienced this coaching kids, and 2 players were talking while he was talking, and he dealt with them accordingly. Take a listen.
Stuff, the ball ain't even moved yet. And we're doing stupid stuff. We can't have that. We're one of the most penalized teams in the country last year. We would not have that. As disciplined as we are in everything. Everything we do is discipline. Y'all 2 talking? Y'all 2 right there. Go. Go in. Go in. Thank you. Appreciate everything. Appreciate you. God bless you. We're going to focus. We're going to lock in. Coach, make the necessary adjustments and changes for that mess. We ain't having that this year. We understand that. We're going to lock in. And we're going to focus. We good? Yes, sir. All right, break it.
Man,
yeah. It's like when I'm talking to my group and they look at the fucking clock. And I'm like, why are you looking at the clock? You got somewhere to be? Why are you talking while I'm talking? You got something to say? You running the fucking group today, kid? It's a fucking discipline and a respect thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to earn respect. You have to fucking create discipline. You don't just walk in and say, respect me. That's not the way it works. And that full circle, that's the way I think some of these media people act. They think that Coach Prime needs to like kiss their ass because they're in the Denver media and he just got here. Who the fuck are you? Mm-hmm. Coach Prime needs to kiss your ass? Get the fuck out of here with this stupid shit. I mean, look, if you're a player and your coach is talking, hey, shut the fuck up.
There's a lack of respect, I think, among society. I have noticed. I think there's a lack of respect for people who have accomplished more than themselves.
Don't get hands put on them anymore, Bailey.
Yeah,
people don't get hands put on them anymore, dog. Sure. Like you can, it's just point in case, comment section. You actually think any of these fuckers over here that have anything negative to say to me would say it to me? I know they won't because I'm gonna go to the CU games this year, and apparently there's all these people that want to jump me and beat my ass. You actually think they're gonna do it? Ain't none of these coward motherfuckers gonna do shit. They're gonna come up and ask me for an autograph, dog. Hold my dick. This is my point. It's like there's a bunch of fucking telephone tough guys out here, and I ain't one of them.
Yeah, and for people who said I'm 5'5" and I've never played, because I get it too. Just stop. You do some homework.
He's 5'8".
5'8". Oh man, you're hilarious for that. No, 6'1".
I'm fucking with you, dog.
Let's move forward here. I want to talk Travis Hunter for the next 20 minutes, actually. But Travis Hunter is balling out in CU's fall scrimmage here. He had 2 touchdowns. Take a look here.
Good shit, boy. Easy.
Matt, just discuss the impact you think he'll have on offense this season.
Well, look, Travis Hunter is the best player in the world. He just happens to be at CU and happens to be playing for Colorado. Mm-hmm. I really, really pray to God that he gets drafted by somebody that's young and smart. Well, not even young, smart, just smart. That can actually find a way to maximize his talent, his personality, his chemistry, the way that he gets along with everyone. He's a chameleon on the field. He's a chameleon off the field. Very level-headed kid. This is exactly what you're looking for in every sense. That's why, unlike the NCAA game, he's everything. every special thing you can have, like fucking, he's a thinker, he's athletic, he's explosive, like all those little fucking little things that you can add to a player. He's got them all. That's not a mistake. So he's special, bro, and he's I've never seen anything like him. He's a unicorn, homie. So I really believe that one of the two, I think Shedeur or Travis wins the Heisman. I know that people will say, well, they may not win enough games. Jane Daniels lost 3 games last year, didn't play for the SEC title, and won the fucking Heisman. Mm-hmm. So I watched Lamar Jackson win the Heisman on a 3-loss season. Yeah. So I'm not saying that's necessary, but at the same time, they go 9-3 and play for the Big 12 title, or they're a game out of it and they go to the Holiday Bowl or something, and Travis fucking blows up or Shedeur blows up, one of those two guys is winning the Heisman. And I've been saying it since day fucking one, and I'll go out saying it too. So I just think Travis is special. He's got an elite quarterback who loves him, throwing him the football, and they want to get him the ball. So not only is he special, but the key and the goal is to get him the fucking rock. So he's a cheat code. So whatever you got to do to get him the rock, and oh, by the way, and Shepard and Horn and Hayden and West and all these other fucking guys. So have fun with that shit. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, eventually you have to start looking at actually what's there and not the uniform. Stop looking at the logo. I know we've been shitty for a while. It's okay. Hopefully this year is the year. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to again. I was a senior captain on the last team that won a bowl game in Boulder in 2004. I held the trophy. Not cool. So hopefully this year they can win a bowl game, get to the playoff, win a game. They get to the playoff, the whole bowl game shit's over. I don't give a fuck if they win or lose. You're in the playoff. But I really hope that and pray that this year is that year.
Yeah, no doubt. And let's continue on this Travis Hunter topic. Man, Deion said that Travis Hunter is better at his age than Deion was, or than he was. Take a listen.
Yeah, I think Travis is better than everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
listen to
this. Take a listen.
Well, Travis is better.
Is that fun for you?
At the age and stage, he's better.
Is that fun for you to coach somebody that can do some of the things you did?
Yeah. Not only that, he's a good human being.
True.
He's not smoking, not drinking, not outside whoring, not doing crazy things. He's at one of the highest GPAs on the team. Like, he's a great human being, and he can play. Character is second to none. That's why I don't mind fishing with him, and he coming to Texas. And we're not talking about fishing on the boat, although we talk junk to each other all the time, but we're talking about life. We're talking about next moves. We're talking about land acquisition. We're talking about so many different things of life, fathering, loving, how the family plays a role in all of this. So it's just a delight to have caught him coming straight out of high school, and he stayed and endured the test of time.
Matt, your thoughts on that?
He's right. And look, I can't believe I'm saying this. Somebody's better than Coach Prime, but he has the ability to be better than Coach Prime. He has the ability to be better than Jerry Rice. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's going to have to pick one in the NFL. I'm sure he will, but the ability to do both is pretty special. Yeah. I never played both ways in the game. I only practiced. Mm-hmm. Okay, I played defensive line and then got moved to offense, and I was the emergency defensive lineman when I dressed, but they never needed me. Right. So I can only imagine what it's like to play the amount of plays he plays and the amount of snaps he plays at the level he plays at. And to think that last year was as special as it was, and now all of a sudden he's just getting better. He's elevating that, and he's getting better, and he's pushing himself to be better, and he's not drinking the Kool-Aid. He's not out here fucking thinking he's special. He thinks he's at the bottom of the barrel, and he just has to keep getting better. That's scary. When you mix that, guys who have that kind of work ethic are guys like Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice. Like that, I'm not just bringing them up for fucking fun. Those are the guys who have those kind of work ethics. And then they're also naturally gifted, and then they just fucking take off past everyone. Period. Like I played with Darrelle Revis, and when Darrelle was on, and when he was motivated, it was like stealing. It was like he would just sit there and fuck with the receiver. So it's some guys are just different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Travis because, I mean, the common theme with high level athletes, like players who are very, very good, is there's always something off the field or something. I like how respectable of a human being he is, and you can see that. I mean, he's different. He is my generation of player. He's younger. He does the Twitch and all the video game shit, but he's a genuine person. You don't see him doing stupid shit off the field. You're not going to see him doing those stupid shit off the field. And so that all that combined is the potential to, yeah, like you said, he has the potential to overtake Dion one day. Man, shoot. And I didn't even think about this. Gorgon made a good point here, Matt. He says Narduzzi was the first coach to lose a player for cash. He lost Jordan Addison to USC. That's the reason for the hate. Your thoughts? Thank you for the donation. By
Just
the way,
another old fucking white guy that's angry about the fact that people have power now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't control the kid anymore. So he's a piece of shit because he wants to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, put yourself in his shoes, dog. You're broke. You're a kid. You don't have any money, but you're really good. And somebody throws a bunch of money at you. I'm out. Peace. Especially if you're not going to match it. Here, Narduzzi. If you like him so much, match it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. All these fucking grown-ass men talking about how fucking selfish these kids are for getting paid, yet you're paid and you're already solidified in your life and they're trying to get theirs, and you have the audacity to fucking consistently hate on them like they're the problem, but you're there to buy a ticket and watch them. Shut the fuck up. It's the most naive fucking bullshit I've ever heard. You sound fucking stupid when you say it. Shut the fuck up, all you haters. God damn. When can the beauty of all of this is when CU wins, you guys can all come. I'm not going to fucking tell you can't come to the party.
Yeah.
Jump on the fucking bandwagon, homie. When they're winning next year, come. When they were 3-0 and then they were 4-2, and before they blew the Stanford game, they win the Stanford game, they go to a bowl game, period. Because then it just doesn't snowball the way they did. Okay? Yeah. But see, neither here nor there. When they were 3-0, 4-2, nationally ranked, and the entire fucking country was a CU fan, and The Rock was doing jumping jacks on stage, and you're over there fucking like, huh? You're on Fanatics, like, oh my God, they're on CU stuff. Jim, they're on CU stuff. What do we do? Well, we can make some of our own, Larry. Like, what the fuck, dog? And then all of a sudden they lose some games, and you jump right off the fucking bandwagon again because it's more fun to hate over here. Okay, but now it's the off season and they might be good again. So you're like teetering. One day you talk shit. One day you're for them. Next day you're against them. One day you're for them. It's okay, dog. When they're good, you can just come back.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference between me constructively criticizing football play as a coach and a professional. Okay. Yeah. And then the communication I have back and forth with the head man, Coach Prime, which you've seen. Well, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's we've gone through this far enough where people can see it. You know, it's been a year. It's not like it's not fucking common knowledge and shit, right? So when I reach out to Coach Prime about something and it has to do with football, right? Mm-hmm. Right. That's what I thought. And then all of a sudden, here it is. Okay. The UCLA stuff. And then all of a sudden the conversation comes back to, hey, we're going to get it fixed, brother. Right there. You're 100% correct. We're going to get it fixed, brother. That's Coach Prime right there. Okay. So there's a difference between me being a professional, speaking to another professional about what I see, and them saying they're going to fix it. And what they do. After that game, he said, I'm going to go get 5 new linemen. And he went and found 4 of them. He went and found like 8 of them, but Zolinkus kept his job. That kid is a fucking stud, by the way. Mm-hmm. Zolinkus is a pro. So I think that you have to understand the difference between just pure hate and actually constructively criticizing something as a coach. Yeah. And the educated fan can do that. The fanboy cannot. The prime sexuals have a really hard time hearing anything that they perceive as negative. I love that man. I want him to be here for 20 years. I think he can take CU to heights that we've never been before in our lives. Okay? But it's going to take all of us. It takes all of us. The fastest way to fracture something great is from the inside. Appreciate you, TC. Appreciate you, dog. The fastest way to fracture this is from the inside. The Colorado and all of its fucking cronies and everybody that cares come together. Stand shoulder to shoulder. That's the only way we overcome all this. We got enough hate from the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first 3 games of the season, everybody wants to see them lose. The North Dakota State game, I've never heard more people say, well, fucking CU's going to drop that game just because they want them to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared of them too. That's a really, really good team that's beaten a lot of Division I Power 5 teams. That's exactly why I don't think it's going to happen. There's too much history for them to be overlooked. And Nebraska and Colorado State, I don't really need to say anything on why those two are big.
Yep.
So look, bro, there's a lot of fanboys, and then there's a lot of diehards. We need all of you.
Yeah.
A fanboy can become a diehard in 2 seconds.
Yeah, true.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't take a whole lot for you to jump on the bandwagon with us, and it's rolling, bitch. So just jump on.
Yeah, for all that's what I don't understand is I feel like a lot of the people that have been talking all off season are the same people who would
just hold on a second. Look, go to this one right here. So
what's
if I have a conversation,
I don't understand. What is the issue with that on JB's show?
Look, I'll put him on there. Okay, it's fine. I'm not Coach JB. I'm talking with him on his show about whatever we're talking about. I'm not responsible for what he says.
True.
I'm not responsible for that. I have to fucking sit there and listen to it and then talk back and forth about whatever the circumstance may be. That's a very broad it's a very broad, like, oh, well, because you go here, you're a hater. Like that. That is exactly what I'm talking about, dog. You're probably the guy that can't have a political conversation either.
And I mean, do you actually listen to
like
what?
That, though, Go Bucks.
Do you actually listen to Matt go on JB, or you guys hated Matt for going on Whitlock? Do you actually listen to the conversation, or are you blinded by the human being? That's
I'll
something.
tell you what Whitlock said about Coach. What he tweeted is the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen.
Who? Whitlock?
What Whitlock said after the press conference thing.
I haven't seen
what he tweeted. That fucking guy is such a bitch, dude. Whitlock is such a pussy, dude.
We're gonna talk about.
I mean, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
And well,
I didn't realize he was such an asshole, but fuck, maybe I was just behind the ball.
Yeah, Whitlock do come at a lot of people. That is true. Here's something I wanted to bring up before we close out here. Matt, you tagged me on this on Twitter today. This is a report from NFL Rookie Watch, which is one of these big Twitter media whatever accounts. They say Shedeur Sanders is reportedly a top pot prospect in the eyes of Jerry Jones, Cowboys owner. Hold on, before I stop doing anything, Kevin Glenn, I appreciate you, brother.
There you go, Kev. Hey, all right.
Kevin Glenn says, I love this show because you guys give us the straight scoop and don't pull any punches. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. That's big time.
Thank you.
Shit, I saw JB get like $100 donation the other day.
Yeah, he got seen. He's got seen
for JB. Fuck, dog. I'm way better than he is.
Let's go. So NFL Rookie Watch said,
I appreciate you, Kev.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you. NFL Rookie Watch says Shedeur Sanders is reportedly a top prospect in the eyes of Jerry Jones, Cowboys owner, according to several NFL scouts. Many sources around the league reportedly believe Sanders is apple of Jones' eye and reason he's delaying a contract extension with Dak Prescott. Man, Matt, this sounds like some shit you said 6 months ago.
It sure does. And I know you have the clip somewhere and you can find it maybe, but look, I'm just saying that doesn't sound crazy to me. That sounds like a good business move to go find a way to get Shedeur Sanders as a Dallas Cowboy quarterback. What you think that maybe that would be lucrative? Holy fuck. Now, I think that it happens. I don't see how it doesn't, honestly, unless somebody else has the first pick and won't give it up. But I think Jerry Jones would pull a Ricky Williams here and trade the entire fucking draft just to get this one guy, including Dak. Dak's up for a contract extension again. And I don't see how you can justify giving him $200 million, dog. I just don't. And not again. So say you could trade Dak and the first pick overall, or Dak and your first rounder, wherever they end up, and just some other guy or another pick or two for the first pick overall to a quarterback-hungry team that needs a good quarterback to rebuild with. That sounds like a pretty fucking good deal to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good fucking deal to me. So, just saying, don't be surprised when this happens. Are we going to hit 900 fucking eyes in here this afternoon?
Yeah, we got a great show on this fine Monday here. And speaking of this topic, Matt, I got some receipts to show you. Take a listen.
I would say that Shador gets drafted by the Cowboys and Dion goes to coach the Cowboys, and he's gone next year. I don't know if that'll happen, but still, I think Dak's gone. They find a way to draft Shador. They fire McCartney. They bring in Coach Prime. Jerry Jones goes nuts. The Cowboys go through the fucking roof culturally and cool wise. They become the new America's team and shit. Yada yada. The same way the Colorado Buffaloes have been like they've just been vaulted. Dallas gets vaulted. I'm just saying. I don't know if there's nothing. I don't know this from Coach Prime. He'll probably get mad at me for saying it, but this is just what's going on in my head.
Man, that was about 6 months ago.
No, I don't think that Coach Prime will leave after hearing what he said. I don't follow my kids. That really resonated with me. He said that afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely see Shador going to Dallas. I mean, what the fuck? 110%. Absolutely. Fucking unequivocally, he's going to the Cowboys.
I can see Jerry Jones throwing in all the cards to get him and Travis. Like, they're like this.
Oh, man, I don't know how you do that. How the fuck are you going to get both of them?
I mean, if I'm looking at it, I think Travis is the one who gets drafted number 1 or the super high pick, and Shador's like the later first round or a second round.
Wow, dog. If Shador's a quarterback, homie. They had 6 go in the top 12. What are you talking about? Shador ain't going to fall to the end of the first round. They already did that with Lamar once. All the dumb fucking GMs watched Lamar Jackson go, but we don't know if he can play. And then Baltimore was like, fuck, man, we're moving back in to get this guy. Even Baltimore passed on him. So that ain't it. They're not passing on him.
You think Shador will be drafted?
If it was Shador Thompson, maybe they pass on him and he goes at the end of the first round. But that's Shador Sanders. Nah, dog, they ain't passing on a Sanders.
Yeah,
nope.
you got
Dion won't allow it. You've heard Dion say how many times that he's going to manipulate this to make sure his kid goes to the right place. How many fucking times have we heard that? I think it's more apt that Shador goes 1 and then Shiloh goes in like the 5th round to Dallas, and both of them go to the Cowboys.
Yeah, that would make sense too. I mean, we'll really see here this season.
I'll tell you what, the fucking Broncos need to pick Travis Hunter, and then you got Surtain and Hunter next to each other. Motherfucking locked down. Shit, you couldn't throw the ball foot.
Hey, as we close out here, I just got to show something, and as I show it, I'm gonna show it. Just let it play for a second, and then I have a message for social media and for those who create content or post content. Take a listen.
Sink, touch, run up,
dude,
score,
this
take
makes
the
me so
door,
angry.
good job. Pop, sink, touch, take.
Tag 60 Academy.
What the fuck, man? This dude got tons of run off of this. They've done the hit video before, and they get tons of run off of it. What kind of coward piece of shit are you if you take someone else's shit and then you don't tag them on it? I mean, it's ridiculous, dog. That's not your content, homie. And your page is getting run off of my page? Nah. That's fucked up. And there's no recourse. There's nothing I can do about it, but it's still fucked up.
Yeah, and there's, this is so specific that it's like there's only
time to get a bigger
human being that does it.
Hold on. Time to get a bigger facility. Whatever you said at the bottom, COVID fucked up my big facility, homie. The facility, I'm about to get rid of my facility altogether. I don't need a goddamn facility to do my job. So just stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, Matt, we got 882 people watching right now. Do you have it? We had a great show here. Kind of Coach Prime claps back with the title, and he really did on Buffs Media Day. Do you have any final comments before we close out here?
Yeah, if I made you angry and didn't say your name, I'm directly talking to you.
There you have it.
Have yourself a good Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. We've got a lot of other shit to talk about this week, from Bo Nix to the Broncos to I'm sure there's going to be more Buff news coming out here shortly. There always is. And yeah, you guys have yourself a great day.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. We may have a special guest tomorrow. We'll keep you guys posted on that.
Yeah, no, they love him, so shit. We'll see.
We'll have a special guest tomorrow. Hey, you guys have a great Monday. We'll see y'all. Peace.
Later.